Google Search Console tutorial. Optimize and rank your website. Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, I'll show you guys how you can optimize your website and improve its overall rating with Google Search Console. So Google Search Console is a free-to-use tool that anyone can use on any of their websites. Even if you're using a prefix-based website or if you're using your own personal domain, you can easily add it to the Google Search Console to gather helpful analytical data that can help you in improving the overall performance of your website. So to add your website, just go on ahead into Google Search Console, and if you're using a free domain, usually that is a URL prefix, just use that, and you can enter your domain over here and then click on continue. So whatever your domain is, I'll just copy this. You can paste that over here, click on continue. And then it's going to actually, verify the property. It's going to ask you to either add this HTML file or HTML tag. Now, what I like to do is I like to add the HTML tag in the head section. And I like to copy this, and you have to add it in two places. You just have to add it in the first liquid.theme section, and then wherever the body section starts in your liquid.theme, just add it the second time above the body section. So that's just super easy to do. Now, once you have completed this, your website will be linked over here. So once your website is linked, you're going to have an overview on your left panel. Now, in your overview, you can get, a basic glance of your website performance. So the total web search link clicks, then the indexing, then the experience and enhancements. Now, I've connected a previously private website or just a sample store that I created. So it doesn't have a lot of data, but we can actually learn a lot with this. So if you go into your performance section on the left panel, now you have 4 basic metrics that you can measure. First off is the total clicks. Well, total clicks are how many times one user has clicked through your sites, and this really depends on your search result type. So let's say one user clicks on this from, maybe if they search for cheap clothing store, and if they search for it again from a different keyword such as low quality clothing, and then they click through it again, your total clicks are going to vary accordingly, even though it's the same user. Then you have your total impressions, is how many times people actually saw a link to your site in their search results. Then you have your average CTR, which is the percentage of the impressions that resulted in a click. So what this actually does is that total clicks can be derived from other social media platforms or anything else as well, but your total impressions converting into your CTR is very important data that can help you in knowing whether or not if your homepage listing, the way that your homepage listing is appearing on the Google search results, is impacting your click-through rate. And then you have your average position for your search results based on, your overall data. So these 4 key metrics actually help you analyze a lot about your Shopify store, your website, your portfolio, any kind of website that you have. Now, what you can do, if you scroll down, you have bases on the different types of data that you can derive. So you have queries, the top queries that are leading to your clicks, impressions, CTR, and position. You have your pages, you have countries, devices, search appearance, as well as dates. So if I click on new over here and base it on a specific query, such as Durden over here, now, if I do that over here, this is actually going to show me the data, the total clicks, the impression, CTR, position, based on the query of Durden. Then you can do the exact query as well. You can do queries not containing, queries containing for that particular keyword. So you can actually get a lot of valuable data on one particular keyword. So let's say I want to compare the click-through rates of queries that contain Durden versus that don't contain the keyword Durden. So actually, a nice keyword to use for this is sale. Now, this will actually show me a quick comparison of both of these keywords. So if I include sale in my advertisements, in my SEO, in all of my listings, would it actually increase the total number of clicks? Would it actually convert those impressions into CTRs? So this data can help you in managing how you optimize your pages further. Then next up, you have, other than this basic comparison, you can do device-wise comparisons as well to see where you're deriving more of your traffic from. If you're primarily advertising on social media like TikTok or Instagram, then you're probably deriving most of your clicks from TikTok or from Instagram, which is usually on mobile devices. So it's good to know where your clicks are coming from and where you should invest more in your marketing. Now, you also have page-based comparisons, so you can take a look at the health of each individual page that you have. Now, on the left panel, you actually have a URL inspection. So if I go into my Shopify store and I go into a particular page, such as my all products page, I can copy this URL and go into my Google Search Console, and then I can paste that over here, and I can actually retrieve data from the Google index. Now, currently I haven't actually published this website completely, so you guys can see that the URL is currently not on Google. This is not indexing because it's not actually listed up. So you can actually click on request index, so it can test to see if your URL can be indexed or not. Now, you can wait a couple of minutes to actually index your pages like this to make sure that all of the valuable info that you're putting in your store pages or your portfolios can actually be seen on Google. Now you guys can see the URL was added to a priority crawl queue. Submitting a page multiple times will not change. So you guys can see this is the crawled page, and now I can actually test my live URL. Now after a couple of days, your URL will be indexed, so you don't have to worry about that. Now on the left panel, you actually have your indexed pages. So currently our store isn't actually indexed, and you even have your sitemaps. So the sitemaps can help you see the crawlability of your website. So the crawlability is if I go onto the all product page and I want to go into a collections page, how easy is that for me? So that is very essential to build, because that is something that really drives people to spend more time on your website. So this page is like a very bad example of a non-crawlable page, because if I scroll down, there's no recommended or related products. There's no check this out section. It's directly leading me to the footer, and that's not going to be good for people that are shopping. Different niches are going to require different styles of website, so make sure to include that in mind whenever you're building your website. Now next up, you have pages that have to be removed. So if you have any temporary removal, outdated content that you no longer want to be present in Google search results, you can add temporary removals over here. Now, next up, you have your experience, so the page experience and core web vitals on phone and desktop devices. You also have some security and manual actions, as well as shopping tab listings. You also have some legacy tools and some links to your website, as well as the general settings. So you guys can see this is just going to show you your basic associations as well. Now with this, once you have actually imported your data over here, you're going to start optimizing your website, whether it be a Shopify store, a WordPress site, a portfolio, a Wix store, whatever it is. What you're going to do is you can actually get started with the marketing section, and this will actually give you some data as well, so all of your basic info. Now you guys can see, although we have some sales over here, these sales were not generated from people that are coming from Google, because our website is not ranking over there. So you can click on create campaigns and build specific campaigns to promote your website. Now, once you have a level of buzz around your website, there's automatically going to be the possibility that your website is going to break through on a particular keyword. Now, one other thing to note is that if you go into your online store, go into blog posts over here. Building blog posts on your website can help the overall health of your website a lot. You can hide them from your direct store, but still have them visible on the Google search engine, which can boost traffic to the overall store, and you can, promote your own stuff in your blogs as well. And always make sure to include keywords. So if our keyword is sale, now a lot of people say including different spellings like this, like, would this make a difference? Well, this actually does does not make a difference. This actually makes Google think that this is like a spam page. So if you are looking for keywords, don't add them like this. Add them regularly, unless you're really focusing on a particular word. You really want a lot of emphasis on a particular word. In that situation, maybe like add 2 versions of it like this. I would not recommend going beyond this because it really makes your website not appear to be the best, and it actually decreases the reliability of your website, which can actually further hurt your website into making it more spammy and removing it from your Google search results as well. Now, things to keep in mind is your search appearance. You ideally want to be in the top 3 search results for any particular keyword that you are searching for. So if I want to be searched with the keyword Durden over here, I ideally want to be in the top queries for that particular keyword. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And so if you have any questions or queries, leave those down below. I would love to know what you guys have to say.